A young magister paces around. She notices you.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the information I'm giving to any. So stow your questions. Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The magister falls silent, but stares at you with The magister's...
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the... Magister Ranley, Corker... Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right.
Bishop Alexander lies supine on a bare. Bruises swell beneath his eyes, and a shallow gap. Someone has wiped the bishop's hands clean and folded them neatly over his abdomen. A beautiful six-sided gem rests on the bishop's chest. Hung round it, the gem sits heavily in your pouch. His face contorts with agony, and his eyes flutter. Yet he doesn't return to consciousness. No matter how loud you shout.
The Divine Eminence vessel, Lady
Bishop
Vengeance.
Alexander lies. The bishop's white robe. Someone has bruises swell, but
Bloody magisters. If it were up to me, you'd be swinging
Magister
from the end
Ranley,
of the rope, locked up in here.
the seeker has removed.
You must be starved for company to linger around here, friend. Don't worry. As soon as she changes her, you and half of Rivellon, friend.
Bishop Alexander lies.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Enough! Being behind bars suits you, murdering scum.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
Can't you say anything else?
Bloody magisters. If it were up to me, you'd be swinging from the end of a rope, not locked up in here.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance.
You keep saying that. It won't save you.
Bishop.
I ought to chain you up like your lot did to me.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady
The bishop's
Vengeance.
white. Someone has white bruises.
Get away from him, sorcerer. That's the Divine. All right.
A young magister. She notes.
Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the Divine Eminence vessel, Lady Vengeance. That's all the... Magister Ranley, Corker's mate of the...
The magister falls silent, but stares at you with unwavering defiance. There's a shift in...
I'm a good magister, loyal. But Dallas, she had this old book of hymns and
Bishop Alexander lies supine. A beautiful six-sided. The gems bruises. Someone has. His face contorts with agony, and his eyes flutter. Yet he doesn't return. No matter how loud you shout.
Hope you find something useful.
I'll keep an eye on the red until the cage is locked again. locked again. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Brand, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell
You
can't
see
be
him
unrung.
coming for you. You saw what he did to the... You hardly recognize him, but there he is, Alexander. A sea voyage. Children...
Hope you find something useful.
You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Brand, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. I'll keep an eye on the Red until the cage is locked again. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Brand, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung. I'll keep an eye on the Red until the cage is locked again. You spoke, didn't you? Ha!
I knew you would eventually.
Magister Brand, Corker's mate.
Too late for that now, Red. The bell can't be unrung.
No entry.
The door remains unmarked. The anguished face appears once more. A shudder of pleasure racks the figure in the door.
I am summoned. Speak the... Yes. And...
You saw what I could not.
I hope you found something.
Just one more.
He clicks together two halves of some type of gauntlet.
And there. Rescued at last, am I? To whom do I owe my thanks? Armor? So Dallas has been keeping me prisoner here. But I tried to keep Dallas took her particular... She kept me here to do her bidding. Until you I've offered my services for...
He extends his arm and puts...
She used some form of domination device on me. Forcing my hand... Oh, cast spells. Tinker with relics.
He clicks the gauntlet into...
But that damn contraption that she used on me seems to have fogged my memory. The rest... No! Necromancer.
His face up...
But come now. Enough of Dallas and dead cats. You've taken this ship and granted my... I'm afraid I cannot tell you what I do not remember. Could you pass me that copper wire just there?
An unseen force yanks the copper out of your...
Butterfing, I'm afraid I truly can't remember anything. Now, unless there's something else I'm doing my utmost to be civil to you, under rather trying circumstances. Why? An active imagination. Oh,
If this one was enslaved by...
I'm not
Let the creature live. He is hardly worth our time.
He takes your hand in his gauntlet.
Call me Tarquin, and consider me at your service. We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal? Well, don't assume that you can drag me down with you. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep hidden. Why should I face... Well, pardon me if I don't put too much stock in your beak, I must admit. So if you should cross...
pyramid. What on Rivellon is this for?
Only one way to find out if it works. Try using it.
Guards or victims?
Both. Another pyramid. What's this? I found something.
And you thought Rivellon was flat?
What script is this? Whatever it is, it appears to be written in verse.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. There was a small... Such a nuisance. What I meant was that, sadly, that in life... I hardly know you as yet. Let's leave...
I'm a molly click. My eyes suffer. Don't touch me. It was Tarquin, that wretch, that rat. Me miserable. No, 'tis ignoble to wish for death, but Mumsy? Is she here? Mumsy, you!
The cat begins to...
Any friend to Mumsy is a friend to me. The song, of course. trouble.
The cat purrs and
Tell Mumsy to come back soon.
I've spotted something.
Now is not the time for a bath.
I'm glad that your doubts have been put to rest, my undead friend. The last thing we need here is more unpleasantness. Well, I have what you might refer to as a very keen eye. No, the Magister's left me weakened. I must admit, so if you should cross paths again, be sure to... There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep. Unanswered questions are a challenge, my friend. Where's the fun in We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything personal?
A flicker of hesitation crosses...
You're most persistent. Perhaps our past will pit us both again. I'm glad you decided to put that moment of doubt behind you. No! The Magisters left me... We're barely acquainted. Why should I tell you anything? Well, as you put it like that, let's not. There's likely not a soul aboard this ship without secrets they'd rather keep hidden. Why should I face more scrutiny than the rest? It sounds as though the motions of the sea are upsetting your stomach. I must admit. So if you I have nothing to say. I have nothing to say to you.
Void Slayer, Worm Killer, Godwoken.
He narrows his eyes, yet doesn't...
She's not exactly a seeker. I don't know how, but there are...
Gareth fingers the hilt of...
Driftwood, of course. Meister Siever's there too. She held the Seekers together.
Gareth?
A mistake. I won't let the Fort to think that whelp spawned from... He's down there now. Amazing to think those of us in the Ordo... The Seekers were once... When Lucian died, the Seekers were born. But let's leave. Keep Lucian...
Getting it done, come hell or high water. Likely both, eh?
Be careful around the fig.
The figurehead continues its vigil over the sea. The deck beneath you groans and trembles, like the ship itself is awaking from a slumber. A deep sigh emerges, unmistakably the sound of a living being.
You are not the witch. You are not Dallas. You sang the song. Now you must decide my fate. Are you to be my new master? You are kind, but I can never be free again. Ask. I am here to serve in all...
The creaking of the ship eases into...
Once. I was in... That time has passed.
The sails overhead billow outwards suddenly.
Magisters! They... Of course.
The ship's awake. Good. Is she ready to sail? Dying to hear them. Meister Siever is one of a rare breed. We'd better not leave her waiting. A place called Drift. You'll probably...
The sea awake.
Ancestor trees. You did it.
Well, what?
A slow...
To Driftwood, then. It may... Forward.
With the sun on their backs and the wind in their sails, the Godwoken watched Fort Joy shrink behind them. But their capture of the Lady Vengeance had not gone unnoticed.
I respect your mettle, sorcerers. You steal my ship.
We are ready.
Yes, but...
I swear, Miss...
Very well. Goodbye. This is my ship. I won't see it taken from under my feet. You, act!
Oh, for the love of the... Listen up. We can't win this one, but I can get us to show us what you can do.
Godwoken.
I'll... May you die in a great, beautiful blaze.
Stop that elf! Her sorcery must be silenced!
It's like lava flowing through me. I can't contain it any longer.
again, Dallas.
help of the half-demon malady, the Godwoken escaped through the veil that separates life from death.
The air here has a familiar smell, like the place you grew up. Old memories begin to well within you, but the sweet sour smell of decay, sudden, a faint creaking.
Is that a tree? What's hanging from it? Must be a way across. Relic. The gods. Are they dead?
Relic hangs limp from the tree, his helmeted head. Ever-tightening cursed branches Amadia hangs before you. Lean in. That's no tear. Before you hangs a small stab. Tight coils wrap tears and death. Cursed tendrils. Relic hangs limp from his helmeted head. As the cursed branches slither away from...
Are we the first? The others, do they hang still upon the tree?
He strains at the...
You must make haste! I am bound, but not defeated. Not... This is not the... It will come. You are my... I have survived our enemies. You must do more than that. You cannot comprehend. It thinks it has defeated me.
His eyes flash...
You have already unleashed some of the power. You cannot stop. You cannot stop until you become...
He opens his mouth to...
I hear the void. I hear it calling.
Ralic's face twists in white-hot cold, pierces your heart like...
What's happened here? Where is everyone?
The same troubled look is visible on each face. You've seen the gods beaten and defiled.
The gods are dead. Long live...
I've got my weapon. I've got my weapon.
I had dreams of what I should say.
I rather... Well, this is a fine... A floating nest. Well, yes, of course. Still, I must admit, you were right about the shield. It proved to be more... Oh, how does something... You give the giant... It has certainly been you. No. Quirkus.
The rodent lays its paw on your boot.
There, Quirkus. I have given the creature an advantage against the... Ask away, she... Oh, Quirk... What? The great acorn will come. It will
been? I can't keep this up much longer. We need to go. Seeker's dead, Alexander missing, God-woken passengers, and unless you want to die too, there's no time. I can't brace yourself a lot.
The chill of the Hall of Echoes clung to the Lady Vengeance as it returned to the shores of Reaper's Coast. The Godwoken were alive, but what of the gods?
Your weight falls back as your eyes adjust. You... Malady explodes in a fit of retching that racks her body.
Let's not do that again anytime soon. Well, we needed to escape. I suppose you recognized the Hall of Echoes from those... I do hope you learned something useful on our little field trip. Desperate how? Oh, 1, spooky magic. 2, only half a demon actually. My mother was a bitter elf named Loda. 3, just a bit of leftover effluvia from the spell. 4, and now that I've answered every question a sane person could conceive to ask. I see. So, your god seemed well...
She inspects her...
Did they mention how you were meant to become the next divine? Oh, what? Luckily for you, we already know you can bless, but as far as I know, I may not know much about divinity, but I do know that you need to go see the Meister. As have I, but not in the ways that you ought to be able to see and speak to. When you're done, you'll be able to... I quite look forward to seeing it. Oh, she's got one of those things in Driftwood, you know, they'll give me your map. There you are. Tell her I sent you, and she'll handle the rest. You're at the beginning of a long journey, Godwoken. Long, but exceedingly... Now, I must be going, and so shopping. Why, our faithful little sloop, of course. We can all ride together. Won't that be terribly... Before you go, if I'm not back by the time... And in the unlikely case you don't...
Nowhere safe. Red, what if it's too late, What if the Knights of Dre are too... At least here, our shield... You know they're all...
The squirrel, absent-minded...
They plan to inherit the everlasting forest. Want the shield's bravery. The Knights of Dre are together. Quercus, we can... Yes, but does it understand that we could be wiped out? Well, yes, of course I...
The squirrel reaches out and touches your ankle.
Now, if the shield can hold up its...
Not much of a landlubber, but sometimes I've never... But, Malady said...
Beast.
I'd also appreciate it if we... I'll stop this operation down for...
I've plenty of... Oh, I see.
Hail, friend, and remember, in Lucian, you are either naive or ignorant, Godwoken.
Gareth relaxes.
It's only human to question. In those moments of doubt...
Gareth's nostalgia
I expect Malady as a paradise of... Not an actual... I miss it.
As you approach, the silent monk cocks his right ear towards you.
destination pyramid doesn't answer the call, is something blocking it?
Reaper's Coast lies nearby. The wood. Yes, I am different from freedom when I was an ant.
This shrine fills you with a sense you no longer look without, but...
That doesn't sound promising, does it?
Looky here, folks.
Makes my bones itch.
Oh!
The little boy lobs a stone across the...
Oh! Ma!
A screech.
You have to help. You can't see her. She's in the house. And there was a... They killed everyone. I'm not trying to stop them. Just distract them. If those things get you going to help me. Maybe you can cross the river then. Ma lifted the bridge, but there's got to be another way, right? What should I?
His gaze shoots to the...
I'll keep distracting him. No way.
He performs a...
Now go on.
A dying shark lies gasping on the sand. Bleeding from the mouth, it gasps in the air.
No! Die here.
It looks at you with its cold, flat eyes as if to... It looks at you with its... It looks at you with its cold, flat eye.
What happened here?
That void woken had someone in its...
Prepare yourself.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
Marks, doesn't it?
Magister caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. But what happened here?
Not true. Can't be true.
White as driftwood salt.
Back! Get...
Shh, lass. I know you're all a fright. In times like these, I don't blame you. But I ain't...
She slumps. All...
No.
Void walking, you mean?
Those...
Her eyes stare vacantly into the distance, glassy as...
I don't know. I don't...
Lohar, eh?
Oh, well, you'll find him in Effie.
She looks up at Beast through...
I...
She flinches at the slight...
Locked.
Did you hear? No one not my eggs! You! Where are... They were stolen! The babies! They're horror! Thief! Horrible! Big! Big as a cow! If I showed you... Map! Show me your map!
In a flurry of feathers,
That's where they are! I mean, they're back!
a scruffy kid bounds up.
You Ben Mez? Yep, that's just right up. Chap called Baron Levitt.
The kid shoves his hand. Be grateful that you don't feel the need.
Get yourself in check, boy.
The older-looking magister...
Cool, Aldous. Thought you were someone else for a second there, lad. Someone with no business in Driftwood. But enough of all that. What word?
The younger one grows pale, and his eyes open.
Avoid what? Hush, Fader. You may pass, traveller. Be quick, mind.
He nods his head.
You ever think about running off?
Welcome
like
to Drift.
Barnby and Sam?
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Yeah. Guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong.
Please, why would I kill Lucian's second most charming son?
A fly buzzes around the dwarf's... The lizard hangs from the gibbet, her face blooded.
Welcome to Drift.
One bloody eye cracks open.
Taste. Or indeed you could stand there gulping like a mutt at the dinner table. That is certainly all right.
The Meister...
Malady is unfortunately mistaken. I cannot, because along with torture and interrogation, they spent quite some time at it too. Apparently I was a rich victim. They stopped the process just as the last of my... It seemed Dallas had ordered... Now that you have had that... that delightful...
The lizard grimaces.
I am in intense pain. Insufferably. You are whippet thin, implying you've been a captive. After an escape, any sane creature would rest. No one important escapes a prison without help, and now an important person does not...
A slow...
Not quite as... Now, if you would be so kind, be quick about it, before the Magister realizes they're... Excellent! Now, if you'd be so kind...
Focus.
There's one unaffected egg behind them. Perhaps there's still a chance.
dark with you. Glory is mine.
Meet your maker.
There you are, little egg.
Baby's gone! Help, 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 help! Ah! Transform!
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her...
Shh, little bit.
She cocks a black...
Thank you. I have something for you. Unless some...
Did you expect a needle? Did you expect a needle?
You!
Yeah, guess you're right.
Of course I'm right. Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong.
Last time I was here, I summoned my wolf right in the tavern. All hell broke loose. Good times. Good times. I wonder if they'll remember me.
Hope you ain't looking for work.
You'd swear the shark was smiling at you. Raspy gusts of...
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo.
These sacks were...
The silent monk does not even look at the wares.
Go on, you mutes. The Lord...
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you. The wolf...
You do not get to make that Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swing... Ah, you've met with...
He licks his lips.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a... I'm very good at what I do, see? There was a whiff of something best convinced me I was mistaken.
He leans in.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Very well. In that case, we'll forego. Seems peaceful here, but they do. Consider for a moment the need of a rat catcher. Of course.
Stay behind, but...
Like I said. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. One last thing. Should this happen, just wave this adieu and good luck. The time has come, my stitched love. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
You ain't got much to say. I've got years of fishing experience.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe. What? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Yep.
Calm as a coiled spring.
Good day to you.
Lucian's dick.
Well met, friend.
You look down at the cart and see...
It's free to look. Fair travels, friend.
Penny for a glance at the dog's miserable face tells you it's sick, all right.
What am I, dog's doctor? Dog's sick. Go on, kiss Paddy for a penny. You can sing him a love song. Thank you kindly. Much obliged. Cheers. You're very nice. There's the spirit. Much obliged. Cheers. Can I... You're there's Then get out a penny for a sing.
As the Magister's eyes alight upon you...
If and Ben Mez does our live and breathe. I don't know how you got free, but it'll be back to the joy with you, and no mistake.
One eye squints.
Oh, it's you, all right. It's definitely you.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right.
The Magister balks, all bravado.
Your flesh stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
War's a brewing, my special prices for you. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
It's all well and good for you and your rations.
Don't know how I'm gonna make.
How you holding up?
Nice weather, innit?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
The Silent Watcher's jaws...
Latest news! Many a latest ain't looking too good. You remember what happened to the elf? Sevens. Kill them all. I mean, Johnny Jack. Here's 20. You asked. Heavens to Bessie, another one. More queer folk than commoners in Driftwood these days. Just look at you. Anyway, tavern's just down the road. Can't miss it, 'cause that's where all the queer don't know what's going.
Baby, I'm glad I ain't pulling carts of stinking fish round no more. How can a beast enjoy this?
Oh, we dwarves!
Don't come over. Not like you.
Keeping it together, Bree. I'm all right, as
As long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget. More human.
Have you anything that will protect against voidwake?
Hello, mister.
The little boy.
You be careful. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here.
They stare at you in disbelief.
You're weird. We're waiting for our...
He went swimming. That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's gonna find his... That's right.
I think he's an idiot. Water looks a bit cold to me. Hello, mister.
The little...
We're waiting.
You're safe among friends.
The dog lies there quietly.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost. Got a pain in the neck. Got a back.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl. Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of... The dog gives you a long, hard... The dog goes to bite your...
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks, man. Think I'll wander. Master did. Huh? Wait a minute.
He turns.
You, but... How you holding up?
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away. God damn it. That was my livelihood. You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind. Go on then, get lost, you...
Keeping it together, Bree.
I don't care if you tear this place apart.
You've been warned.
The magistrate...
You! Have you seen anyone leaving this place? Lucians, if you see anything suspicious, anything at all, report it immediately. Do you understand? He's a sorcerer dressed as a tinkerer. He fled into this stinking shed, but we'll find him again. We'll have our justice.
The magistrate's eyes...
Oi! Chris is still the favourite. If I bet
The
against him, I
dwarf
could...
peers at...
Fascinating. Oh, my... I mean, no. I'm gutting fish. What else?
The dwarf flushed...
I was speaking to myself. I've never... Yes, as it happens. I need to see the effects of eating these fish. Wonderful. Now...
The fish instantly churns. A sudden vivid sensation of... The dwarf suddenly...
How do you feel?
A stream of black bile suddenly erupts from your mouth and across the...
I see. Speaking of which, I've learned a great deal from him.
The dwarf puffs...
The fish is indeed malignant. Humans are... Ah, yeah. The fish you ate is known as yellow ridgeback. Who is to say how... Seek out somewhere that peddles alertness herb... So, now my...
The dog sniffs the wooden decking, like there's something wrong.
Something's wrong. I don't know, but there's something wrong, and it's underneath the floor. Be careful down there, miss.
The dwarf reaches in. The innards fall to the floor, landing in a pool of dark bile. You'd expect fish to smell, but...
Aye. Your lord only knows how the boss managed to find a buyer for this.
Your clap on the back knocks...
Lucky ain't the word.
The dwarf turns back to his work, slicing and disemboweling. Looking at the barrel, you see that someone has...
Here.
dwarf seems more...
He must be somewhere else. Still no report. Lucians, if you see anything suspicious...
He glares at you.
What? You been needing something from me, lad? Ain't much decency, eh? Oh, I had me some decency back in the day. Glad to hear you say it. The day will come we'll overthrow 'em, you mark my words. Until then, aye. Ever heard of that place? Fort Joy? They send you there means you ain't never coming back. Pish posh. No. Them friends of, like I said, they're either dead or silent. Fugitive. Yeah. I don't think that's something I should be discussing. You can insist until the cows come up. No, I shan't be baited. I ain't saying nothing on the topic no more. Godspeed.
The dwarf
This fella runs along right, sweaty. Hide in a barrel, you fool, I yelled. And what your problem is, he's still in there.
You, tell me, have you seen a man? Watch your tongue. I'm after a wanted. Well, if you do, that lunatic is not going to take another Magister. He's wanted in connect. As soon as we asked him about it, he fled. He was seen with the. We chased him, but now I have.
Behind the containers...
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad. I don't know what they're talking about. And now they want to execute me. Please, you have to help. What? I don't know. Please, what I have is more valuable than any coin purse. It can be yours. Just get me out of here. I just need to get out of Driftwood, please. I'll do anything. Just don't let them see me. Thank you. I'll follow your lead. And? I'll follow.
You said you'd get me out. You won't take me. I'll see you in the Hall of Echoes.
off.
Just when I think this... Still.
You found him!
The Magister...
What? What? No, you said you'd help. You promised. You promised you...
You utter fool!
Prepare yourself.
And? What news?
The Magister steps...
What? What?
You utter fool.
And?
I'll be safe. At last, I can breathe again. At last, you have my thanks. If not for you, I can't just sort. But once I'm sure the way's clear, I'm running to Ox like a cat with its tail on fire. I've been asking myself the same.
He hands you a damp scroll.
Here, take it. That's the scroll that in the kitchens of the... I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Then again, I swear, once I...
A fisherman's...
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth. Fish will bite, all right. Not that you'd eat one. I've got a worse problem than that. Well, I could...
He squints. First...
You some kind of expert on Voidwoken?
He gives you a...
With you around, I don't think I'll take the risk. You're back. And you're still alive. Well... You're back. You'll help if you can.
Creeping little flies. Go back! Get out!
Fine ointment.
Whatever happened here, it was a massacre. Strange. I swear their eyes were pure black.
The statue stands before you in silence.
Here lies Patrick, prophet. He perished in this place, predicting the downfall of Brachus Rex. Damn fool should have kept his mouth shut.
Scales of my kin. These torches will not hold a flame. What's happening to the shrine?
As the torches around you flicker and crack to...
Brachus Rex! Gods damn you to this hell in which I suffer! Gods damn these burning flames!
All that's twisted, I knew him. I knew it just when the agony subsides, another pilgrim makes her way to the shrine and puts flame to the top. I live that horror. Wait, you must take my gift from among the flames. With it...
The rumble reaches a...
void woken here, all right. I don't know what that sturgeon's doing.
Die! You will all die!
You will die. You will all die.
Take just a moment.
You will die! You will all die!
may speak.
Oh. This body is fresh. Were they a sorcerer? The void is strong. The void is strong. The void is strong here. Even the stone is infected. More bodies. A lot more bodies. There's a void woken on the bridge ahead. But where's it going? Good gods, what happened?
The dwarf rocks, her wet.
Away! Away! Too noisy!
She shrinks.
He'll come back! He'll come back!
Your efforts draw an expression of eerie calm.
You'll see for yourself!
Her stillness dissolves.
You'll find out if I'm a rat. He leaves me run.
A sorcerer. Still wearing the collar, too.
Is this where the flying Voidwoken took those poor souls from the beach?
Greet the Reaper for me.
Glory is mine!
A sorcerer. Still wearing the collar, too.
Is this where the flying Voidwoken took those poor souls from the beach?
will turn dark. Is mine.
Into the dark with you.
I need to get clever with this lock. yourself.
This shrine fills you. You no longer look with.
I yield to none.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. What you're
Magister's dropping.
Pretty good.
You have entered.
The bard clears it.
Wait. You might be just the stimulus I fame, notoriety, neither, or magnificent. But if I...
He stares at you for a few...
Your eyes betray the guilt of the human race. You believe it your right to ravage Rivalon. What say you?
He smiles, a crooked...
Ah, arrogance! That most peculiar of human traits, given your lack of cult. Indeed, you seem almost fearless in your conviction. But I know better.
The bard hems and...
To all lovers of verse, the bitter bunch of humans unabated. This world of
Arguing with
another shop.
He fixes you with a... Then a smile...
Greetings, stranger. Looking to ease the pain of a decaying world.
He purses his lips. His fingers drum a pattern on his elbow as he assesses you.
I'm sorry. I mistook you for a different... I'm sorry. It's not... Really? You insult me now?
A smile spreads across his face.
Now we're speaking the same language. So, let me ask you this. Across the world, who is renowned above all others for their exquisite...
He gives you a stretch...
Yes, exactly. And for an Well, this is what's available.
He holds out his hand. The money vanishes.
Now, let me ask you this. What? Upstairs, on the second...
He gives you a miss...
Keep your eyes peeled. Ramos the Wanderer promised he'd be here.
An elf sways. She slides...
And that.
She slides another glass of ale toward...
Bottoms up.
Her gaze...
Damien's dull. Another. Ah. Oh.
Waste. I got a right to live, don't I? Throw them in a hole. Signs of all other cultures erased.
A prim woman in a stock...
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and...
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. You and my Niles would get along. Yes, that's my boy. Did you know him? Finest physician. A fine physician indeed. Oh, but it's so good to meet. No one in our little town can appreciate work so fine as his, you know. All his instruments and books are stored away upstairs, all but forgotten. It's such a terrible waste. You can hang your hat on that. I'd look at... I suppose... Here, take this key and head on.
Signs of all other cultures erased. Silver, gold, and diamonds now disposed. Friends and lovers find true. So journey and tread the proper trail.
She nods an uninterested...
Here for the fight? This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Well, hello.
She doesn't lift her gaze from her drink. The cook acknowledged.
Please, sir, you should not be back here. It's not safe. Big told you that. I killed no one.
The cook doesn't respond. You notice that she has one hand behind her back when she hadn't before. The cook smiles.
The Magisters helped me. And the dwarves, the merchants, the pilgrims.
The cook maintains even.
The things you're in, so don't you pit your... I have nothing more for you. I have nothing more.
Hey, up! If it ain't the beast, man! Can't believe you.
The unfamiliar dwarf.
Hey, shh! I'll be quiet as a mouse. You bet. Squeak. You want an engrave?
A weathered woman in a...
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. The ship is in the locker. And yet... Can you... Perhaps I am...
She buries...
Make it...
One night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
She babbles breathlessly.
The bell rings a warning.
Yeah? What do you want? Do you indeed? My friend Thatcher here.
Thatcher looks interested indeed.
Door's over there.
Pleased with herself.
Don't even think about it.
And you can't be too careful.
With a dip of her head.
If I can get Alex out, I can't any of this.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets its sense of Fort Joy.
Weathered and rugged.
There's Beth.
His eyes flick wide open.
Blood and...
His eyes flick wide open.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a net.
His eyes flicker open. His eyes open. His eyes open. Startled, he opens his eye. His eyes flick wide. He goes. The chest won't open.
Speak the word, and I shall open. Speak the word. No. No, no, no. Still no. I am already. I did not understand. I am a chest. Yes. Do not profane. Speak. This seems an excellent.
If I can get Alex out, I can't any of this.
Right about that. Right as rain.
Here now. Have you a reason for barging into my room, sir?
He squints at you and laughs. Look...
Iffin! Forgive my style. I look a right pickled pepper pot. Look, we come... Oh, nice job on Alexander, by the way. That'll net you a pretty penny. Oh, we all knew you got the contract, so what next? Grapevine says you know the whereabouts of more godwork. Camped out at a...
Baron hunkers down and sketches...
Suppose you'd best get moving, huh? And I'd... Ah, you'll know how it is. Pretend you...
Baron laughs.
Doesn't this room... But, of course, I...
Sense of Fort Joy.
lucky find.
It's a shame.
An absolute shame.
Alexander. Slaughtered like...
It ain't.
That ain't right. Never...
You said...
Hilga jabbers excitedly with Brack.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilga.
Be quite so.
A lizard, tall and beautiful, turns to...
I'm so glad you came.
She turns her...
Then you're an idiot.
A lizard, tall...
I'm so glad you've come. Are you here to... I've been so lonely since my man went away to fight the coming... Come on over here.
She bats.
What I'm thinking.
She sighs.
Not in the mood for games. Me neither.
She comes to you.
Take me.
She smiles, takes you by... Then take your work in play.
Good morning, lovebird.
The swaggering rowdy stops dead.
What the... Ifan?
You, no Gil.
Can't deny it. And the guests can't deny that it's... Come on, boys. Let's give Ifan... Oh, and Ifan, if you see any chumps down there who could do with a lighter purse, send them...
Carefully keeping her eyes trained on you, the thugs retreat, each one shuffling backwards with eyes pinned to you the whole...
Please, forgive me.
She's relieved.
It was worth it, wasn't it? Now, baby, you should leave. You don't need a thing like me dragging...
She brightens.
Oh, do I?
You fall into She sleeps deeply.
for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot. Yeah? What do you want? Did you? Tell me, how was it? My friend Thatcher here reckons she'd like to do the same, despite the fact that it could see her. Wipe that look off your face, Thatcher.
Thatcher shrugs.
Yeah? What do you want? Did you? Tell me. There, Thatcher, I told you.
Thatcher shrugs. He gives you his miss.
I did promise you the experience of a lifetime.
His lip quivers. You expect him to be.
They have me over a barrel. They do. You have to believe me. It's hard enough to earn a... Oh, sir. The little one was left with me when we wife. Livy. The child's name is Livy. She stays in the... I'm not, I swear...
He gives you an...
I have nothing more for you. No food.
Hello to you.
Silver, gold, and diamonds found the king. Is the great
What's this? I found something.
Look at that. A fresh Biffin Ben Mazd, as I live in...
She reaches out.
So what's your poison, Governor? Take all the time. Pleasure doing business with you, Governor. Aye, so it is. Further down's the arena. Could say that So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is use your imagination. No problem. In return for a reason.
If he digs all kind.
Much obliged, Governor. And here's your blend. Just take it to that.
Watch him fight.
Hail.
She draws.
Oh, are you worthy of my gift? Indeed. This is acceptable. Are you ready for me to grant you? I can't. Not yet. Gaze into...
She flashes her ring at you, and you... On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
yes. I see you clearly now. A true war. I will fulfill a kiss. Most
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh.
Darling, I admit I wish...
You draw close, yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. Her fang painlessly sinks into your...
You desired strength. We part ways now. I'll... remember. You've seen my...
She kisses her forefinger.
Now
The dwarf looks right. She smirks. She's dead.
I can't offer you more.
My good sir,
Of course he'll be so kind. Speak freely, kinsman.
Directions, Mill. He was waiting.
He looks around.
The House of Shadow. A little ways east he went, in search of...
Indeed I am.
Prince of...
He bows deeply before...
The House of an ominous phrase. It's as if I can feel, perhaps. But you must realize that you still stand by me then. Onward, then!
What do you want?
Beast strokes his beard for a few seconds, buries his hand inside it, then whips it out again to display his... The guard shrugs back.
Boss can take care of himself. I brought you up from girls.
He lifts his right arm, showing a what?
This ain't who said.
The formidable dwarf slams it.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for some...
Beast growls under his breath and slowly reaches for his weapon. Beast flashes you the dirtiest of dirty glances, but still...
Move along back.
Brave lad. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me.
The formidable...
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? But...
He's sneered.
And you better have a...
Beast bristles the moment he sees his fellow dwarf and slams his right fist into his left palm, growling all the while. Beast thrusts his weapon at his fellow...
You're a brave lad waltzing in here now.
Operation Downfall, you numbskull, and you'll tell me what you...
Disgust. Well, before you go blood-crazed...
He hawks a what?
I'm a businessman. I don't want to help.
Beast considers...
I thought you'd see things... Brave lad. I hope for your sake you've got family matter. Lucky for me, she... So, how'd you make it out of full... I've got people. They... But me? I love her. Here's one I heard lately. You're one of her little seekers. So, what do you want? Ah, I could help you. But last I heard you was working for the Magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why...
An unpleasant...
Right, I reckon I could help you out.
He gestures.
Had a bit of family trouble. That ain't like Marlon. And wouldn't you know it, that guy's name is I sent a few guys to... I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see... No one's seen him. Tell them I sent you. And they'll let you know what they found. Truth is, they might be... Well, like I said, if there's something you want to... Here, good luck.
Aye, the giant.
Better get out there before... All right? That's right. Lost one of my best lads, Anhar. Well, I reckon that's good. We will. Once the Reds... Whatever need...